Everybody, and welcome to a video by Grace Tuition just on how to deal with the COVID-19 crisis as a student. So we have some tips and some advice to help you along the way. The first one is that you should act responsibly. With COVID-19, it is all of our duty to act responsibly. This disease would be defeated by us acting not in our own interests, but considering everybody as being a possible person who can get sick. So it's about thinking about others. So as of Thursday, we would be in lockdown, but here are some tips on what does it mean. Okay, so the first one is social distancing. So this is probably a term that you've heard tons of times over the past few days. And this basically means is that you should not make contact with other people unless you really, really need to. Now with the lockdown, this has become law. So it means you stay in your house. Your interactions are your immediate family. You do not go over to your neighbor's house or to your friend. You might think that they are safe and that you're not causing any harm, but something like this could have dire consequences. So we want this to last as short as possible. So that means we should all be as responsible and follow the rules, especially now this time. The second thing is now if you do leave the house, so to buy groceries or to go see the doctor, is that you should maintain a distance of 1.5 meters between you and the next person. This here is to prevent you from getting infected if that person is infected. The disease is transmitted through droplets, and if somebody sneezes or coughs, it would go as far as 1.5 meters and fall to the ground. So if you are greater than 1.5 meters, then you decrease your probability of getting infected significantly. A little bit of a tip is maybe when you go out, you set a 15-minute reminder on your phone to beep every 15 minutes, just so that you're always conscious to stay away from people. Another thing is very obvious, and I think it shouldn't be a thing, but it is wash your hands. And this is regularly. So if you leave the house, as soon as you enter, wash your hands. Wash your hands regularly, and do not touch your face. These are ways that has been shown that it can help with decreasing the spread of the disease. So this is something that you yourself can do and contribute to prevent possibly hundreds of thousands of people dying. The second one is socialize virtually. So being in isolation or in lockdown is a very tough scenario. You'd obviously miss your friends or your family, and you'd want to see them. So the thing that you can still do in today's times is socialize virtually. So stuff like video calling, it's accessible on WhatsApp. That could be a good alternative for you talking. I know sometimes you guys like to share information or do stuff together. Start an Insta video. Start. And this is a good way so that you can still get that interaction. Have group chats with your friends. So create group chats, and then you can talk about stuff. So share what's happening in your life. So it doesn't mean that we're on lockdown that you don't communicate with other people. It's very, very important. But make sure that the way that you are communicating with them is virtually. So no virus can be passed over the phone. So rather use these options that you have. Now the next thing is quite important, because Schools are going to be closed for the next 3 to 4 weeks. You aren't allowed to go and visit people for the next 3 4 weeks. So you're at home and you're not seeing anybody. It's very, very easy to fall out of routine. You're not waking up every day for school. You don't have a routine. And routines are very important is because they also keep us healthy. So the first part of the routine is make sure you get enough sleep. Now with sleep, too much or too little is a bit of a problem here. So it is very easy to get too little sleep. Is that you're sitting on Netflix or Instagram till the late hours of the night because you have no school tomorrow, or also oversleeping since you don't have school tomorrow. You wake up at 12 o'clock. That is not good because it is not healthy. Another very important aspect is to stay healthy, because if you are healthy, the chances of you fighting off the virus, if you do get it, is better. So make sure that you are getting enough sleep. The second thing is eat well. Again, it's very easy to go into slothdom when you are in isolation, to eat a whole lot of unhealthy things, snack on chips, snack constantly. So eat well, make sure that you're eating your vegetables and having a well-balanced meal, and you're not having foods that are too high in sugar and too high in fats. This again is to keep you healthy yourself. The third thing is exercise. This year is particularly difficult because you can't go to the gym, you can't do any group activities that you would have normally done, like play indoor soccer or play a game of tennis or squash with a friend. You have to then look at other ways of getting exercise. So things that you can do in your own home, and by yourself. There are tons of options out there, but just make sure that you are getting your heart rate up and you are exercising regularly, again, to keep healthy and so that you can come out of this lockdown at a good in a good shape. So keep a routine, plan out your day, have a schedule for every day. Plan things that are not only fun and healthy and good for you, but also, so that you have that balance. So the next thing is monitor your screen time. So a lot of our functions that we are doing now goes onto the screen. So we are watching more Netflix or streaming more on Showmax or whatever the case is, spending more times on TikTok and Instagram and all of these things. We are spending more time on WhatsApp calls and WhatsApp videos. We even spending more time with the TV to do things like exercise, to get in a home exercise program or to learn something. So I would like you to, when you're drawing up that routine, is to also be conscious of your screen time. So try activities or put in activities as much as possible that do not involve a screen. Stuff like reading a book. So reading books, well, as long as it's not on your iPad or Kindle or tablet, that would be something that doesn't involve a screen. Write in a diary. Maybe you want to meditate. Oh, my spelling's not great. You'll be at home, you can help around the home, you can clean, you can help cooking, you can bake. So think about things that you can do that don't involve the screen and do it. It's very, very important. And also when you are using the screen to either do work or watch things, try and turn the brightness down. It's actually not very good for our eyes to have it exposed to such bright screens all the time. So please protect your eyes during this whole process. This is the most important one, I think, is that you should continue learning. Now, if this virus had not been here, you would have been in your first week of holiday. Next week you would have continued with school. You would have continued with the term 1 work, and then continued with term 2 work, written tests, and learned a lot of stuff. You've already lost a couple of days at the end of last week, and you are definitely going to lose a lot more days at a physical school, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't stop learning. So in your routine, also put a little bit of learning. So the first thing you want to do is revise your term 1 work. So your term 1 work is what you've covered last year. Make sure that you understand it well and that you've mastered it. It's a very important foundation for what's to come. So you can start with that because you've already got the material and you already know the work. You can just practice the exercises that you have. Then you can start with term 2. Now, the GDE has on their websites exactly the lesson plans and what is covered in each term for each grade, for each subject. So you can easily go and look up, okay, in term 2 in maths, I'm going to be doing functions, and then you know that you need to cover those. So have a look for each of the subjects that you're doing. What is the content that was expected to be covered in term 2, and start with it, okay? Now, it sounds very scary learning something by yourself, but fortunately you have tons of resources and you should make use of the resources. So, first of all, you've got videos on YouTube, tons of sites, Crash Course, Khan's Academy, lots and lots of videos where they teach all kinds of concepts. So there's no lack of teaching material, teaching that you can benefit from. There's also on DSTV being aired different grades teaching. So you have lots and lots of resources online, and you'll see, especially now, people are passing out links for free books, for free textbooks, downloadable. So please make use of all of those stuff, and then you can continue learning. Also on your phone, you can download apps that help you with certain mathematical or English or Afrikaans or whatever the case is. Download the apps. There's also programs and tons of worksheets that you can download and work from. Work through your textbook by yourself, even if you can. The explanations in your textbook are even excellent. So please continue learning every single day. Make sure that you are setting aside a few hours to learn the work that you would have learned at school. Okay, so as Ray's tuition, we'll be doing a little bit of stuff to assist you. So first of all, on the groups, we'll be posting videos. These videos will be 15 minutes or so on different concepts. Feel free to share those videos with all of your friends that need that kind of video so that they can also practice and learn. It will be a little bit of a short explanation on the concept and some exercises for you to try. Please work through those stuff. Invite friends to the groups that we already have. So just ask for the links and then you can invite your friends. This year it's fine, it's free. It's just so that we all learning together. We don't want to disadvantage anybody really. So invite your friends to the group. On the group the videos will be posted, and then there will be discussions and chats about the work, so that it can be a place where somebody can ask questions and then you can get an answer, and it would be a nice learning environment. So in terms of these are both free, so this is free to anybody who would like to have these services or to continue learning. I think it's great that more people join, because then at least we know more people will be at a good enough spot. And then also we will continue with our tuition. So our tuition will continue, but spelled it wrong. Anyway, it will be free. I'm lying, sorry. This whole line is a lie, sorry. So we're going to continue with our tuition, and it will not be free, but it will be completely online. So please contact us regarding the online tuition classes. These are more interactive, so it will mimic as much as possible the classes that we used to have, but will be on an online platform. So please contact us to find out what do you need to be able to access these resources and about costing. Sorry. And then the last thing is just everybody, you need to stay safe and be productive. It's a very, very, very stressful time for you, yourself, your parents, the government, other citizens, the healthcare system. It's very, very stressful and it affects us all. The best that you can do is follow the rules and stay healthy and stay learning and get through it. You're gonna have a lot more time to spend with your family, so help out where you can. They're also very stressed, as you can imagine. So just try and make it a positive environment, and hopefully everything will be fine and come to an end soon. Thank you.